It may surprise you to know that we've actually managed to come up with an activity for the children this week. Some of you will have had it delivered to your door. If you haven't and you'd like to do the activity, the download is available on our website for you to download. We will be making an entire church family army. Remember, this Sunday was supposed to be a cafe church. If you'd been at cafe church, we'd have been making a whole army of people to represent God's army, that is us. All dressed in the armour that God has for us that Paul describes in Ephesians chapter 6. So if you'd like to make one, please do. I'd love it if we had dozens of these things, and then take a photograph of it and email it to me or send it to me in some way. And because what I'd love to do is I'd love to build up a big picture of all of us in the army of God, standing in his armour and in his strength. So look out over the next few days on our website and on social media as we share some of those pictures with one another. Thanks. It's time for the notices. Just a couple of things to share with you. First of all, the work in the churchyard did actually go ahead, and I went down there a couple of days ago and recorded a couple of videos to show you what went on there last week. Morning, I'm out for a bit of exercise and I thought I'd show you what's going on with the church. Given that builders are exempt from the rules about not working, Jonathan Tilsley did come and do the clearing in the churchyard as we were hoping for. Not quite sure what's going to happen next, but there we go. That's what the churchyard looks like at the moment. It's been cleared and levelled, ready for some new grass to be sown in the coming weeks and months, hopefully. So I'm not allowed into church to pray or to live stream a service, but I am allowed / expected to be in church for insurance purposes to make sure everything's okay, nothing's caught fire, nothing's been stolen, everything's all right, stuff like that. So here I am. I'm in church, just checking everything's okay, and it is, you'll be glad to know, the heating is turned down so that we're not wasting gas whilst the church is empty. And everything else is switched off, but the church is still here. There you go, much as you last saw it. Hopefully you'll be able to see it soon for yourselves. Today is the first day of Holy Week, and we were expecting to have services in church every day in the evenings like we did last year, but that obviously isn't going to happen. Instead, I encourage you to use the daily prayer emails and sheets that we're sending out every day as we prepare ourselves for Easter. There will be something special happening on Maundy Thursday. You will be contacted about that separately, either by email or in person with a letter through your door. I'd like to tell you about St Paul's Cathedral, who are setting up something called the Choir of the Nation. We missed the boat for this week. They did one for Palm Sunday, but they're doing it again for Easter Sunday. And the idea is that everyone, or as many people as possible from around the country, record themselves singing 3 of the hymns that they will include in their online service. You then email that recording to them, and they will mix it all together and create a flash mob choir, which they will then use in their online service. There are details about how to do that on our website and will be emailed out to you as well if you want to take part. It does involve a little bit of technical expertise, but there are instructions for how you can do that if you wish. There aren't any birthdays this week, so I'm afraid we're not singing happy birthday to anyone, but I do have a silly hat. So in a couple of weeks' time, we will be able to use the silly hat for the first time.